Alright guys, this is our last section for chapter 12, wrapping it up with volume of a sphere. And our formula for that, I believe I have a typo on actually. This should be 4/3 pi r cubed. I will correct that with your PDF that's going to be in Canvas for you. So our volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. And so again, we're just keeping it simple today. We got two quick problems. This is a plug and chug type formula. So starting with number 1, we want to find the volume of a sphere with a radius of 5. So again, just plug and chug 4/3 pi r cubed. So 5 cubed is going to be 125 times 4 gives us 500 pi. And that does not divide evenly by 3, so we are just going to leave it like this, 500 pi over 3. Okay. Moving on to number 2, we've got a plastic bowl in the shape of a cylinder with a hemisphere cut out. That means half of a sphere. What is the volume of the plastic used to make the bowl? So we want to find the volume of all of this stuff that's going to be left over after I take out the hemisphere. So that's going to be the volume of the cylinder minus the volume of our sphere, our hemisphere that we're taking out. So remember, the volume of a cylinder is base times height, and our base for a cylinder is actually a circle. So that's going to be pi r squared times the height. That's going to be our volume for the cylinder. So let's find that first, because that's what we're going to subtract the volume of the hemisphere from. So pi r, if I'm told this whole distance is 14, that's my diameter. So then my radius would be 7 for the cylinder. So pi 7 squared, my height is 8. So there's my volume of my cylinder. And I'm going to subtract the volume of my hemisphere. Remember, the hemisphere is half of a sphere, so I'm going to take 1/2 times the volume of the sphere, and that's 4/3 pi r cubed. And the radius of my hemisphere is different from the radius of my cylinder here. It's going to be 6. Okay. So this gives me 49 times 8, which is going to be 392 pi, minus 1/2. 6 cubed is 216 times 4/3 gives me 288 pi. And then we have that. We're going to get 392 pi minus 144 pi, which leaves us with 248 pi. Again, we're ending it on a nice, light, easy note. That is our volume of a sphere.